It's a true pleasure to visit with a good friend of mine from some of our in-person Fearless Caregiver conferences and an incredible entrepreneur, Carol Kaufman, and her son and business partner, Aaron Kaufman, who is also a speech pathologist. Carol and Aaron, I'm really interested in your new project because if I'm correct in what you're doing, I wish I had this years ago when we were caring for my dad, and I know I'm going to need it in the future. So let's get right into it. What is Pinventory and how did it come into being?
Pinventory is a web-based platform with a mobile app that helps you pull together your important information, specifically for today, your home inventory and your critical documents, so that you can access them whenever and wherever you need them for proof of ownership and for important decision making. The reason Pinventory was created was because I'm the person that got the phone call that nobody ever wants to get. My parents, Aaron's grandparents, were on their way back from their country home in the Berkshires, which is southwestern Massachusetts, and they were in a car accident. My mom was instantly killed. And my father, who was a well-known executive and philanthropist, was in a coma, airlifted to Hartford Hospital. And when he came out of the coma, the funeral had already occurred, and he'd lost all of his executive level skills. He had traumatic brain injury. So for the next 14 years, I became his primary care coordinator and fearless caregiver. And when he passed away in 2008, I went on a 5-year scavenger hunt, trying to find everything so that I could settle the estate. That's when, during that period of time, starting in 2008, 2009, I created a product that would hopefully prevent anyone else from having to go through what I went through.
What is a home inventory?
A home inventory is a record or catalog of the contents, belongings in your home. And there's more to it than that, but with pictures, photos to back up that information and supporting documentation such as receipts. It can also be the digital assets you have as well, which can be anything from email accounts and social media accounts to photos and things you store on the cloud to cryptocurrency.
You know, it's funny. It sounds like a home inventory is something that every single person, caregiver, not yet a caregiver, been a caregiver, will be a caregiver, needs to have. But why specifically is it important for a family caregiver to utilize Pinventory?
Well, first of all, you're right. Anybody who has a home or rents a home can benefit from it for insurance purposes, to make sure they get the best claim they can if there's damage due to weather-related disasters or theft. Anybody can benefit from it. Why a family caregiver in particular? I think there are two main reasons. The first being that if the person is family, it also helps protect their own home and the things in it. And it helps them become familiar with the things that the person they're caring for has, the location of where things are, the history behind things in the home, any accounts the person has, and how to access all of those things. From my experience working with caregivers, that the person that they are caring for is in a state of losing some sort of independence. And being able to work on this kind of project that accesses their memory, what they know, that nobody else does, gives them not only a very functional thing to do with their time, but also empowers them and allows them to have a new sense of control.
You know, it sounds like the time to do a Pinventory is now.
That's exactly
Absolutely.
right.
There's never a bad time.
I know it's important. I know it's vitally important, but how does a caregiver have time to add this to the list of things they have to do anyway?
If you have a cell phone, you can walk around your home and take photos of every wall, every ceiling, every floor, and a panorama of each room. And you can actually create a basic home inventory in less than an hour. You take a photo, you put in the name of the photo, you can put in more information if you want. And when you hit save, it automatically saves it to your online account. And you go around your house and do that. You could spend 5 minutes a day. And in the course of a week to 2 weeks, you're all done with the first phase. You then can get to taking photos of the insides of closets, the insides of drawers, specific items, collections.
If you go to our website, which is pinventory.com, within a few seconds, you will have an offer to download a checklist, an interactive PDF checklist where you can go in and start typing the name of each room and just check off boxes to make sure that you've got all the right photos to just do a very basic, minimal starting inventory.
How tech savvy do you need to be to use Pinventory?
All it requires is that you create an online account and then you download the app, you log in, you take a picture, enter in some info, save, and then add any more details in your online account. Just going through it nice and easy. And we love helping people. We have a great customer support system with email and live chat and phone, and we are always there to help.
How do we get started?
You go to www.pinventory.com. And if you are in an area that has potential disasters, such as where you are right now, Gary, you can send us an email and we'll give you a coupon for 2 free months
Lovely.
so that at least you can get started. The cost of Pinventory is $6.95 a month. That's it. And for anyone who's a fearless caregiver, if they type in fearless caregiver, then we'll be happy to give them a 10% discount.